Hey there, Regina Anley here, and it is time for Tips and Tricks Tuesday. This week, our theme is all about business systems and structure. So, how is your business foundation, and how are all those things that you're doing? Do you have any SOPs? Do you even know what an SOP is? Standard operating procedures? Think about what you do in your business. The most successful entrepreneurs, global entrepreneurs, as opposed to just coaches and consultants, are those who have systems in place. They have systems and processes that are set up for all those repetitive things that you do on a regular basis. Now, why have this business structure in place? Well, as you build and scale and grow, if you put those processes and those systems in place, it makes it so much easier to hand it off to somebody else when you're ready to. Maybe it's a VA, maybe it's an employee that you're hiring. Maybe it's an intern that's coming in to help you out. If you are doing things on a repetitive basis and you don't have that written down on how you're doing it, then you're just, in the hamster wheel going around it again and again and again. So I wanted to talk about a few different things with regard to thinking like a systems-driven entrepreneur. So number one is to treat anything that you're doing repetitively as a clue. Because if you're doing it day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, guess what? That's a system. That's a process. It's the same task. It's busy work if you're doing it over and over and over again. If you create a process or a system, now you can hand it off. So repetition kind of shows you where structure belongs, if that makes sense. Now, the thing is that you need to document before you delegate. So even if you don't have a team yet and you're building, you want to start putting these things down on paper, down on the computer, wherever it is that you're putting them down, so that when it comes time to hand it off, you can hand it off easily, seamlessly, and not worry that the person that you're handing it off to is not going to do it the way you want it done, because you have it written out in a process. You have a system, it's written out in a process, and it's how you want it done. So as long as they're following the system, as long as they're following the process, it's going to get done exactly the way you want it done. So for the control freaks who go, well, nobody does it as good as I do, well, that's why. Because they aren't you. You haven't told them exactly how you want it done. That's what's going in your systems and processes, so they do it correctly. Now, you want to create systems that actually make your future business better. So you want to build systems that can have other systems and processes built off of them. Meaning, if you're looking to maybe outsource your social media, now you've got a system and a process down for what you do for your social media, how you want it to go out, how you want it to sound, all of the bits and pieces all around your content. And now you want to start branching out and having that person maybe do your blogs, do your LinkedIn articles, do your weekly emails. You can have the same system in place that it actually feeds off the other system so that it all acts seamlessly. So build it for the future. So build it so you can grow with it. And when you think about those systems and processes, consistency is what it's all about. Because you want to make sure that you are 100% consistent in what you do. A confused mind does nothing. If you're not consistent on what you're doing, guess what? You're confusing the people who are following you, watching you, listening to you. You don't want to confuse people. You want to be consistent in your message. So putting out these systems and processes keeps you consistent, because now you have that process in place, your social media posting process, your client onboarding process, your client offboarding process. They're all set up seamlessly so that you can now be consistent in everything that you do. And when you are first getting started, the deal is start simple, because if you think about it, if you start writing down all of these things that you're doing, chances are pretty good there's a whole bunch of things that you're like, oh, I need a system for that. I need a process for this. I need this. I need this and this. Write down that thing that you do most, that you want to first delegate. And big thing to note, don't document a broken process. Now, I know that might sound a little obvious, but it's very common that people write down what they're doing and they know that, yeah, it pretty much sort of kind of works, but maybe not 100%. If you're going to document a process, if you're going to create a system for something, make sure it's something that actually works so that you can build from that. So think about those things that you do repetitively, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out. That's where you start. Take one of those things and build a process. Now, this week on the Thursday AI Spotlight, I'm going to talk about a tool that actually makes creating that system and creating that process super simple. So join me on Thursday for the AI Spotlight, where we will actually put this into practice and document something and create that process that now you can hand off to somebody. That's what I've got for you this week. We'll see you next time on Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Bye for now.